Howdy boys, I'm going to do you a favor today. The video is going to be called Why You Need to Let Your Truck Breathe, okay? And I'm underlying a line problem with these trucks. Every truck between 2 and 300,000, if they get used. By the way, man, I got to make a video of that truck. That's a truck we just added recently. I got to underline, if you tow with your truck and you're towing heavy all the time, what's heavy? North of 26,000. Even at 26, there are high chances, but north of 26, it's clockwork. I know you're gonna end up at a shop with blowing gaskets and stuff like. Not head gaskets. You're gonna be blowing these kind of gaskets. Anyway, so I wanted to show you real world. Look what happens. See, these holes are lined up, and that's lined up. Okay, so this is a brand new manifold. They're just flopped, so that the bottom where the turbo mounts is right there, and where the EGR cooler sits. Okay, that's the new one, and this is the old one. Okay, they're identical, they line up. And this is what happens. Look how ridiculously shrunk the stock one is. So if you don't let her breathe and you work her hard, that's what's going to happen. All that DPF and DEF and all that back pressure and heat, it's going to ruin this. So what really happens is these things don't really go bad. Is this manifold shears the bolts off. You know, you got this thing in there, just up against the head. It shears the bolt off, and now you don't have any clamping force pulling it down. Stud off of something. So that's the issue, guys. And I said every other truck's more often than that. I can tell you right now, if you tow north of 26,000 pounds constantly, between 200 and 300,000, you're going to have this issue if you don't let your truck breathe. Read between the lines, boys. Read between the lines. So that's how far off. I mean, shoot, that's half a hole, man. That is bad. I mean, they're ovaled out. You can see how the holes are ovaled out. I mean, the manufacturer, sort of calculated for this movement, but not so much. And once again, over here, they're nice and flush, right? I'm not cheating nobody. Or I'll do you this. And as it goes by, you can see the hole. I'll stick to the left side. A little bit, and then a little bit. Look here. You know what I mean? And then here, it just keeps getting worse. And then here, that's bad. Half the hole's filled. So anyways, just shears the bolts off of the head, and thanks for that. What can you do to prevent it? What can you do to prolong it, guys? First things first, you got to talk about the obvious. The exhaust system isn't breathing as it should be, so a lot of heat is accumulated. So therefore, a lot of heat expands, right? Well, the manufacturer calculated for that. A lot of people, what they end up doing is they'll pull a hill or whatever, and they'll shut off their truck. Not only are they toasting their turbo, one type of metal cools off faster than the other, and it shears the bolts off of them as well. That's a big contracting factor too. I know some of you guys are going to start saying, Paul, quit blowing smoke. Well, I'll tell you, you sing all the tunes you want. I got parts on parts and to show you that any way you spin it, I don't care what road you're taking, but if you come to this destination, my destination is sheared bolts, shrinked manifolds, and that's what it is. And of course, over time is going to do it too. But if you're north of 26,000 pounds, towing all the time, between 200 and 300,000, that's your problem. Pain in the neck to do that kind of work. A lot of times you got to drill them out. Sometimes they come out. It's a hit and miss kind of scenario, but it is what it is, boys. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. So, the whole idea of this video is to save you a lot of headache and time. And I don't have a truck on hand to show you, but it's gonna first symptoms is gonna be like a squealing belt when you're trying to XL or decel. That becomes a whistle. Those gaskets become a whistle, and they start whistling stuff. So if your belts are all good and your bearings and your pulleys, yeah, that's what it is. Anyways, boys, may the Lord bless you. May Almighty find the day. Ciao, bye.